Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 18 of Civilization 6 Azgandi. Somebody asked me recently if I was continuing with the religious victory attempt because I was kind of juggling the idea up in the air of whether or not I should just abandon that and go for a domination win. And I think most of the reason for that was because in previous games I found that trying to get the religious win was quite tedious, and when I started trying to get it here and I realised how big of a job it was going to be, I was starting to think that it might have been a bit of a mistake. But certainly over the last few videos, I've made that much progress with the religious victory that I think we've got to go that way now. We've committed too heavily to it. I'm not beyond declaring a few wars to get our point across if we need to. But we will certainly be going for the religious win here. Somebody else also mentioned the fact that what I should just do is check the victory screen, because I don't need to flip every single city that a civilization owns. I only need to flip half of them, which is true. However, I don't like leaving cities unflipped, because if you've got a city that's the wrong religion, first of all, if it's got a holy site, it can produce missionaries, inquisitors and apostles of its own religion and push back. And secondly, it's also going to be exerting religious pressure onto neighbouring cities. So I really want to be able to get rid of as many of the other religions as possible. So that said, we're going to be moving on. We've got a few missionaries and other units around. We're also down a couple of traders, which I might just buy. We've got it's not a huge amount of money actually. There is some in the bank, but we're not making a huge deal of money. So maybe I will just hang on to that for a little while. We definitely need to get a worker out. Or a builder. We do have a farm or two. It's always worth having a builder. We will just go ahead and buy one, I think. So let's just purchase a builder. We do need to get some more traders. So units needing orders. We have got our... I've still got that camp we need to sort out. So basically we were taking this scout around because we wanted to have a look and see if we could get our missionaries over the ocean to the east. There's an easier way of trying to get to France, for example. So we're going to head straight across that way. I don't think we can go through deep water yet, because we haven't picked up... is it cartography? Yeah, all naval embarked units can navigate ocean tiles, so we'll probably have to go into that next if we want to be able to do that. So we might as well finish this guy off. And we want to go and clear that camp as soon as we can. I can't really get to that guy. I guess you can sort of back up a little bit now. We do have some missionaries down here. Now, one thing we were doing is we were doing our best to try and convert... who's this? It's Samaria. So now, are you the one that removes... Yeah, you're the proselytizer. And you've got 3 spreads left. We've already removed your religion from there. We can get you sort of down here. I mean, we can use these guys. You've got religious strength in theological combat, so I don't really want to use your spreads up. You've only got 1 more spread, and you're only like a medic, so we might as well just try and do the spread. We actually got that one. So with you, we might come down here and attempt to spread to Zanzibar. I don't really know on that one yet. We do have a missionary here. You were coming down to... I don't know, we've already got all these. You're either going to Vilnius, possibly. Let's sort of see if we can get you over to Vilnius. What else do we have? We have this apostle over here. You were heading down in this direction as well. So we will keep bringing you down here just in case we want to deal with Zanzibar. We have our builder. So we already had one over here, but that's fine. We get another step well. Wouldn't be next to a farm, so you wouldn't necessarily benefit from that. Could get some lumber mills. We've got the niter up there. Is there anything else that we'd like to improve? Could get this marble. It's too far away to work. Be able to get that copper soon. Anything else down there you could get? Not really interesting. We've got the crabs. What about up here? Most of the decent tiles there. We're going to have another builder over here in a moment anyway. So where could we get another step well? We could have one that's not flat land. We need them next to a farm. We've already got a step well there as well. You can't have two step wells adjacent to one another. So I guess we can go ahead and put a lumber camp in. That's not a bad idea. This trader, you can go to London, actually. It's not bad gold if we go to London. And I don't think we're going to go to war with England. I don't think we need to. I did consider it when they sort of forward settled me, but it's not something that we actually need to do. And I think these missionaries, I think I was just intending to try and move them to the west and probably just try and flip. I think the only cities we've got left up here that we need to flip is Bristol, Birmingham, which might go on its own. We also want to try and get some of Congo done if that's possible. Now remind me, you're the one. Yeah, you're the one that does the extra damage in theological combat. I don't want to use your charges up. I want you to go down here actually and do a little bit of scouting out for me, because Gilgamesh does have a couple of extra cities that I can't currently see. And I'd like to know where they are so we can get them flipped. And I don't think he has his own religion either, because Protestantism isn't his. If we go and look at the religion, so it's America, Egypt, England. Oh, Samaria does have their own. Samaria's got Hinduism. But that means France doesn't have their own. And that's really good for us, because if we start converting France, they don't have a holy city, which means they won't be able to push back. They won't be able to get out of that, as it were. So you are continuing down here to Zanzibar, I guess. You do have more cities than that. I'm fairly certain I saw it at some point. So if we go to make a deal, yeah, we can see that he's got 5 cities, but that doesn't include his capital. So he has a total of 6 cities. We can only see 4 of them. So he may have one over here to the east. That's certainly a possibility. So why don't you sort of... Yeah, there's one there. I can see the border. So we should go and take a look at that. I don't want to use you on Zanzibar. You can start heading over in this direction. Got to be careful, of course, because he may still have some theological units of his own hanging around. So let's start moving forwards with these missionaries here. Speaking of missionaries, we can now get a few more missionaries and apostles. We're working on the mosque here, which means we must have a temple. So we can go ahead and buy... Now, do we go for missionaries or do we go for apostles? I'm not seeing many enemy theological units. So I think we just go for the missionaries for now. We've got a Inquisitor in there who is not helping. So let's just sort of back him off to there. And then we can purchase ourselves another missionary. Brilliant. So we've still got 1,000 gold in the bank. We could certainly buy another trader. It's not a bad idea. But we do have some problems down here with housing in St. Petersburg. Is there anything we could buy with money that would solve that problem? Not immediately. We could, however, get a builder and get some step wells. That would solve the housing problem. So let's go ahead and just purchase a builder. Be nice and quick that way. So we're going to purchase a builder. Now I do want to use some of this money to try and get another trader. It'll pay for itself eventually. So let's just purchase a trader. We still need to build one more. Now you can't go into deep ocean tiles yet. We still don't have the tech for it. We're going to try and clear out this camp if we can, because that's being a little bit of a pain. Carthage is now flipped back to the wrong religion, shall we say. This Inquisitor can just sort of stay there, I guess. So I need to move a unit back up to Carthage. Probably not you, though. Do have a spare missionary here. Let's get you back to Carthage, and you'll sort that out. We have our builder here. Your first job is to go and repair that. We can get a plantation on the bananas because it's within range of the city. You're going to go ahead and get a lumber mill there. We still want our industrial district, which we'll probably work on after the bank. Can't really do an awful lot with that Varu, so I think we'll just sort of keep him around there. We'll probably be upgrading these quite soon as well. So hopefully they won't spawn any more barbarians on that camp and we can clear it on this turn.
from the sanitation.
There's sanitation done, so that'll solve some of the housing problems when we can build those sewers. So let's clear that camp. Gain the 40 gold before the city-state does. Choose a research. Let's go in and get cartography. We want to get our units able to move through all water types. We are near the housing cap here, but I would really like to get that industrial zone. We've been sort of waiting for it for a while. So let's go ahead and work on that. That'll certainly pay off for us. We hardly have campuses anywhere, by the way. So what do we want to do here? We could get the library first. We could get the monument first. There's so many things we could get here, including the mosque. We could get the bank. I think we'll go for the monument first, because it's nice and quick. And then we'll start getting some of the production buildings. Now we could build a farm there. We can't build another stepwell, because it would be adjacent to an existing one. We can't build another stepwell there, because it'd be adjacent to an existing farm. We can build a stepwell over there, though. So we'll go and do that. And that'll sort out some of the housing problems. So we could get a farm over here, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. How many builds do you have left? Just one. We will have this copper at some point. What does the copper actually give us? Bonus production and food. I think we're going to go ahead and spend some money on that tile, actually. And we'll just go ahead and improve that one. I think that's a good tile to have. So this trader, you can go to Manchester. That's a fair amount of gold to come in. So a little bit of extra faith as well, which is always good. Now, you weren't one of the ones that I was trying to send back, were you? It was you. You were the one that's going back to Carthage. So you can head down to... I'm not even needing to head you to Zanzibar, really. You can sort of start working your way over here as well. So we want to convert this place. You've got 3 spreads left. You are the martyr. You've got 4 spreads left, and yeah, you're the theological combat unit. You are the one that I want to keep alive. And you're the proselytizer, which is very good, because it means I instantly remove somebody else's religion if I flip them over. Sure, there was another city over here at some point. Or maybe the borders have just spread. Yeah, there we go. There's the other city. So I guess... we can move you this way. Hopefully there's no barbarian camps or anything over here. You need to spread as well. So let's go and use a spread or 2 on this guy and see if we can get Kish flipped over. You have 5 spreads. You're also a martyr as well. So we really should be saving these guys and just using them in combat. But we can always get ourselves some more apostles. You are going to skip a few turns. You are going to repair that farm. I've got another farm there that needs repairing as well. So we've got a few more missionaries now. So let's get you guys over to where you need to be. And we've got a fair bit of faith in the bank. We can certainly afford to get another apostle or 2. We should certainly get them where we can. Let's get another one, actually. Let's get a couple of apostles. But yeah, I'm starting to think about sending them to the east and just picking on France first. Because if we can flip France over, we'll be in a very good spot. That Inquisitor, you can just go to sleep. Vilnius, yes, we want to flip Vilnius. You've got no movement left on this turn, which is unfortunate. But we also want to get the Congo as well. So we'll keep sending a few missionaries that way. I think things overall are not doing too bad.
When I stepped onto the rooftop of the Portella Palace, I felt as never before or since, as if I was stepping onto the rooftop of my being, onto some dimension of consciousness that I'd never visited before.
I don't think I've ever managed to build the Portella Palace before, but that gives us an extra diplomacy slot, which is really nice. It also gives us a boost onto computing there as well. So what do we want to put into our free slot? Production towards spies. I mean, this one's pretty useless here. We could actually go ahead and move that one into there, and then it frees up our wildcard slot, which is much better. Great engineer points. Does anything here give us faith? Plus 4 gold and 1 faith from all trade routes. That's actually not bad. That's not too bad at all. Yeah, I think we'll take that for now. So 63.8 gold per turn, up to 123 gold per turn, and we still need another trade route as well, so that's good. Promotions, that's going to be our apostles. So, again, right, it's starting to do this thing now where it's only giving me the choice of one promotion. And then eventually it stops giving me any choice. And I really don't understand why that is. So yeah, you guys basically just get Pilgrim. Which is not the best, but it's okay. Delhi, what do we want over here? You are near your housing cap. Let's go and work on the sewers. Ahmadabad, you've just finished your religious district. You are near the housing cap, but 3 turns for a shrine. I think we've got to get that first. Let's try and do a spread over here. Didn't get it on that turn, unfortunately. I'd like to go and repair that. So let's start moving you guys forwards first. So you need to repair that before you do anything else. There is a step well or two we could get in, so that's not a problem. So yeah, we want to sort of start moving up and towards Congo with these missionaries. There'll be another one. No, damn it, you were the one that was supposed to be going to Carthage. Go back. Go back. Sent you in the wrong direction. So that camp's cleared. You guys can go home. You can just insta-flip this because you are the one... Are you the proselytizer? You are. So we can basically go bump and remove that one. Now they do have another city somewhere else. Can we actually convert this one yet? Need to know where that other city is, really. But I'm thinking about sending this guy all the way east now and just sending him straight over to France to flip their capital. Because that'll be the hardest place to flip because it's got such a high population. So if we can actually flip Paris over, then that'll be really good. I don't want to put this guy to sleep because then I'll completely forget about him. Steel tech boost. Or we can try and gain sources first. Let's try and gain sources, and then we'll probably guarantee we'll be able to steal tech if we do that. Unit needs orders. You were going to build a stepwell there. Is that what I wanted to do with you? Probably. Yes. 1, 2, 3. It is workable. So let's go ahead and build a stepwell. On to the next turn then. And we'll have to find somewhere we can just hard build another trader, and it'll definitely be worth it because of the extra gold that we'll be getting. Okay, so units needing orders. Vilnius, we still want to try and flip. I believe we still haven't got it yet. Really doesn't want to go, does it? You guys, we want to sort of get over towards Congo if we can, so that's what I'm going to do with you. Prioritize moving you in that direction. So these apostles can all move over to the west as well. And, yeah, you're the martyr one. You've almost flipped this one. Couldn't quite get it, so we might have to send another apostle back that way. Yeah, you're the theological combat one, who I don't really want to give up. That is a barbarian camp, which we don't really want to run into with our religious units. So the question becomes then... Yeah, I was going to say, where is your other city? There it is. So how many converts have you got left? 2. So we'll do 1 here and 1 in Paris if we can. I don't want you to die to barbarians, so hopefully we can keep you safe. So we could get some farms over here. I guess it would make sense. It put them next to that stepwell. Does the stepwell receive a bonus for each... No, I was wondering, does the stepwell receive a bonus for each farm it's next to? It doesn't appear that it does, which is a bit of a shame, but it'd be probably too overpowered if it was. So we'll get some extra production from that tile there. Are we actually working that tile? We are, which is good. And, yes, please do flip Zanzibar over. Still not enough yet. Not enough to do it. Again, skip the turn with you. And I think we've got time for one more turn. That said, apparently we've got units that still need telling what to do. So we've got our missionary over here. I'm going to try and get you over in that direction. And, yep, you're definitely going to repair that. Now we'll go on to the next turn. Got some stone over here we could improve. We probably want to do that. We want to get the plantation on the bananas. And I'd like to get a step well. Because we've got a farm over here. So we've got a few options of things we can do with this builder. So I think while we're here, we'll just move there. It's saying build a farm, but I think a step well would be better. Oh, we can't. Yes, we can. We can build a step well there. So let's build a step well. Unit needing orders. You are... I'm going to keep trying to flip Vilnius. It still won't go. For some reason, which is quite annoying. You're going to skip your turn, because there's nothing you can do. This trader is going to go to Sheffield. Because that is a lot of gold. You were heading... I don't even know where you were heading. Guess we'll keep moving you this way. Sort of move all of these religious units up in this direction where we can. We're sort of trying to move down towards Mbanza, if possible. You were still trying to flip Zanzibar. Again, it's another one of those cities where it isn't actually showing... Although it is my religion now. I really hate how that icon sort of clips underneath. But we've got Zanzibar. So I might use your last one on Kish here. You need to back off because you are about to have some problems with barbarians. So let's get you out of there. Seoul is the wrong religion currently. But yeah, you're the theological combat guy. So we just need to get you out of there. And you are going to move up here and use one more spread, which removes their religion. And then we'll try and get you, with your one remaining spread, all the way over to Paris, which is somewhere over here. Yeah, because if we can remove your religion from there, things will be good. Either way, that's all I've got time for on this video, so I'm going to end things there. Hope you guys are still enjoying Civilization 6. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.